God says, I want you to be with this person. The name will shock you. Listen to me now. This is not something to scroll past. You didn't stumble on this by accident. What I am about to reveal will shake you, awaken you, and change the direction of your heart. You must not look away. If you skip this, you could miss the very answer you've been crying out for in silence. I know you've been hurting, praying, asking for clarity. This is that moment. Watch this till the very end, or you may walk away blind to the breakthrough I've placed right in front of you. This is not just about love or relationships. This is about divine alignment, eternal purpose, sacred timing. Comment Amen to affirm this right now. You asked me why I've kept this person in your thoughts. You tried to walk away, tried to forget, tried to numb it out, but something deeper kept pulling you back. That something is me. I placed that name in your heart. I am the one who allowed your paths to cross. The reason they stay on your mind is because I haven't released you from them yet. You thought it was a distraction, but it's been a direction. You thought it was unfinished business, but it's an unfolding promise. I see the confusion in you, the questions, the fears. You wonder if this is just your mind playing tricks on you. But listen to me, child. This is not about emotion. This is about instruction. I am not asking you to chase someone. I am telling you to prepare your heart for someone I've already chosen. This connection is not random. It's part of my plan. There are details you do not yet understand, but I need you to trust me, not your pain. Yes, I know how much it hurt before. I know what they said. I know how it ended. But you don't see what I see. You don't see the transformation I've been working on. You don't know the prayers they've whispered in the dark when no one else could hear. You don't see the tears they've cried when they remembered how they treated you. And you don't see the restoration I'm building in their spirit. That's why I say, stay with me. Don't walk ahead of me. Don't slam shut the door I've still got my hand on. You've been asking for a sign. You wanted clarity. And now you're receiving it. But my answers don't always come in the way you expect. Sometimes it feels heavy before it feels holy. Sometimes my truth unsettles before it brings peace. That name that just rose in your spirit as you're reading this, yes, that one that's not random. I brought you here to tell you what you already knew but were afraid to believe. I want you to be with this person. You think it's over, but I don't operate on your timelines. I don't measure based on past mistakes. I restore, I redeem, I rebuild. You saw ashes. I see beauty. You saw a failure. I see a testimony. This person was not sent to destroy you. They were sent to help unlock a deeper faith in you, even through the pain. But the story is not finished. You turned the page, but I'm still writing the chapter. Comment 1111 if you believe this is confirmation. There is still healing happening on both sides. I am working in ways you don't see. Yes, it was broken. Yes, it was confusing. But I have never stopped working behind the scenes. I am touching hearts. I am softening pride. I am revealing truth. This is not about going back to something toxic. This is about returning to something that was divine but needed time. Time to grow. Time to mature. Time to break what was not built on me, so it could be rebuilt on me. You were not crazy for loving them. You were not foolish for believing in what you saw in their soul. That was my spirit, showing you glimpses of their true self. Not the broken, guarded version, but the child I created before the world wounded them. You were meant to see them through my eyes, and now they are starting to see themselves through mine too. I want you to stay ready. Keep your heart open, but your eyes on me. Don't force what isn't yet aligned, but don't harden your heart out of fear either. Love is never easy, but the love I ordain is always worth it. And yes, there will be miracles. There will be signs. There will be moments of divine clarity that remind you, this is me, not just your emotions. You are not chasing someone who's gone. You are being prepared for someone who's coming back, but this time, they'll carry my spirit with them. This time, the love will be honest. The healing will be mutual. The connection will be sacred. You'll both know that I brought you together, not fate, not chance, not timing, but me. And what I bring together, no human hand can undo. Don't let your doubts speak louder than my promise. Don't let your past scream louder than my voice. Don't let your fear of being hurt again rob you of the blessing I'm preparing. You didn't imagine this. You didn't create this. I did. And I finish what I start. They don't even know how much they still love you, but I do. I see their inner struggle. I hear their quiet repentance, and I am guiding them even now. Just as I guided you to this very moment. You are not waiting in vain. You are not holding on to empty hope. You are holding on to something I planted. And what I plant, I water. And what I water, I grow. You've cried over this, lost sleep over this, wondered if you should just move on. But I kept your heart connected because I wasn't done. This is not punishment. This is preparation. I have been stretching your patience so you can carry something greater. I have been building your faith so you can walk in purpose, not just emotion. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. And now I say, be still. Don't try to control this. Let me finish what I've started. The name that keeps returning to your thoughts, it's because I'm not done with them in your life. The world might say it's over, but I hold the final word, and my word brings life, not confusion. Hope, not despair. I don't lead you into love to abandon you in loneliness. I am God. I know what you need before you ask. I know the desire of your heart, and I placed it there. This love isn't an accident. It's a part of your calling. And though it's taken time, though there's been distance and silence and misunderstanding, I am still in the middle of it all. You will see. You will look back and realize that every delay was divine. Every closed door was me, not saying no but wait. And when it comes, when it unfolds, you will know it was me, because it will carry peace. It will carry healing. It will carry my presence. You won't have to beg. You won't have to chase. You will be loved the way you always prayed for, because this time I will be at the center. It's spiritual tension. Your heart is wrestling between what it sees and what I've said, but my promise still stands. I have not changed my mind. When I told you this person was part of your story, I knew the process would test your faith. I knew it would stretch your emotions, and at times it would feel like too much. But I never asked you to carry this alone. I've been walking with you through every silent night, every tear-soaked pillow, every moment when you whispered my name and asked for peace. I was there. I still am. And I'm not letting go of what I've ordained. Comment 222 if you trust what I'm doing. You've asked, why would God want me to be with someone who caused me pain? I hear your heart. I know it hurts. But this isn't about keeping you in pain. This is about bringing both of you through healing. Sometimes the very thing I used to shape you is also the thing I plan to bless you with. Not because the pain was holy, but because the process was. I never waste your tears. I never waste your waiting. And I never ask you to return to something unless I've transformed it. This is not the same person, and you are not the same either. You had to walk through heartbreak to find me in the middle of it. You had to lose what felt safe to find what's sacred. I never wanted to break you. I allowed the breaking to rebuild you. The cracks in your heart let my light in. The same is happening in them. You just can't see it yet. They are thinking of you more than you know. They remember your kindness, your patience, your heart. They carry the weight of what went wrong, and in the quiet, they're starting to see what they didn't before. I am revealing it to them. I'm showing them what love really means, what commitment looks like, what it means to be led by me, not just emotions. You didn't imagine the connection. It wasn't just chemistry or timing. It was purpose. It was me. I brought you together, even if the world couldn't understand it. And even if you tried to walk away, you couldn't fully let go. That's because I tied your spirits together. I connected your lives in a way that won't make sense until it all comes together. But you have to stay close to me while I work. There will be a moment where everything makes sense, where the questions quiet down, where the peace is louder than the fear, where the love is no longer one-sided. That moment is coming, but you must not give up now. You are closer than you've ever been. I didn't bring you this far to leave you confused. I'm the God who finishes what he starts. You need to stop doubting your worth. You are not hard to love. You are not asking for too much. You are my child, and I've placed a love in your heart that mirrors my own. It's deep, it's patient, it's forgiving, and it's strong. And because of that, I've chosen you to carry something rare. But it also means you'll face battles others don't understand. That's why you must keep your eyes on me. Comment 333 to declare your faith. I've seen the way you've waited. I've seen the way you've kept your heart from bitterness, even when it would have been easier to turn cold. That pleases me. You may not see the reward yet, but it's coming. I am honoring your patience. I'm honoring the way you've let me refine your heart, rather than letting pain define your actions. They are not too far gone. Their mistakes do not outweigh my mercy. I am calling them back, not just to you, but to me. Before they can love you the way you deserve, they must learn how to love me with their whole heart. That's what I've been working on. That's what this delay has been about. Not punishment, not rejection, but preparation. You both have a calling, and it is intertwined. That's why the enemy has tried so hard to keep you apart. He fears what you two can do together for my kingdom. He fears the healing that will come from your unity, the example you will become, the strength you'll carry. That's why the battles have been intense. But take heart. What I've joined, no force in hell can separate. Don't go chasing them. Don't beg. Just stay in my presence. I will do what only I can do. I will align hearts, heal wounds, remove distractions, and open doors that no one can shut. When the time comes, you won't need to force anything. It will flow with peace. It will feel like redemption. It will carry my fingerprints. Do not compare your story to others. I am not finished with yours. I don't operate on social timelines or expectations. I don't bless based on popularity or convenience. I move in truth. I move in love. And I move in my perfect timing. You are not forgotten. You are not left behind. You are right where I need you to be. Keep trusting me. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150 million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. And when they return, and they will, you will know it is time. Because they will come with humility, not pride. With clarity, not confusion. With intention, not games. They will speak what I've placed in their heart, and you will feel my peace surround you. There will be no need for questions. I will confirm it in ways you cannot deny. Until then, keep praying, not just for them, but for yourself. Ask me to continue healing you, growing you, preparing you. You won't enter the next chapter with the same wounds. I am healing you from the inside out. And your healing will bless them, just as theirs will bless you. I know what still lingers. I know how often their name crosses your mind. I know how many times you've questioned, was it real or was it just me? And I'm telling you again, yes, it was real. Yes, I was in it. Yes, I am still in it. This connection was not a mistake. What you felt was not imaginary. What you saw in them, even when no one else did, was me showing you their potential, their purpose, their true spirit buried beneath the pain and confusion. And while you've been waiting and wondering, I've been working on both of you. Just because they've been silent doesn't mean I've been still. Just because it looks quiet doesn't mean nothing is happening. I am moving even when you don't see it. Comment 555 if you believe I'm still working behind the scenes. I didn't give you this heart just to break it. I gave you this heart so you could carry something sacred, so you could love deeply, with grace, with compassion, with endurance. That's why it's felt heavy. You're carrying a love that's bigger than the world can explain. A love that mirrors mine, patient, forgiving, slow to anger, rich in mercy. That's why you can't just let go and forget. It's not weakness, it's your calling. I know you've questioned if you're wasting your time, if you're holding on to something that will never happen. But child, do not call delay a denial. What I've planned, I protect. What I protect, I prepare. There's been a season of silence, but it's not the end of the story. You don't know what I've been doing in the background. You only see what's visible, but I see the roots, I see the transformation, and I see the return that's coming. This is not about clinging to the past. It's about trusting me with your future. It's about knowing that I can breathe life into what looks dead, that I can resurrect what seemed lost, that I can soften even the hardest hearts and bring back what's been drifting. You don't need to chase it, you just need to believe. They've thought about you more times than you know. They've felt the pull. They've had dreams, signs, memories they couldn't ignore. And though they tried to distract themselves, though they tried to reason it away, I've kept speaking to them. Through moments, through people, through silence. And they're beginning to realize it was never just a feeling, it was me. You are not forgotten by them, even if they haven't said it. But more importantly, you are not forgotten by me. I have not overlooked your pain. I have not ignored your prayers. Every tear you cried became a seed in my hands. And I am faithful to bring a harvest from every sorrow you laid at my feet. Comment 1212 to receive this promise in your heart. There will come a time when they reach out not with confusion, not with fear, but with clarity and peace. Because when I send them back, it will not be like before. It won't be just words, it will be action. It won't be half-hearted, it will be whole. It won't be out of guilt or loneliness, it will be out of revelation. They will know, and you will know too. I'm not asking you to sit in pain. I'm asking you to stay close to me, Let me carry the parts you don't understand. Let me heal what still hurts. Let me fill in the gaps that their absence created. And while you wait, don't wait in worry. Wait in worship. Wait with expectation, not fear. Speak life over what I've promised. Speak peace over your heart. I haven't brought you this far to abandon what I started. And no, you're not weak for still loving them. You're strong for still believing in something that only I could place inside of you. You're strong for loving like I love, without limits, without expiration dates, without conditions. That's the kind of love that shakes heaven. That's the kind of love I honor. I see how you've changed, how you've grown, how you've surrendered the bitterness, even when it was justified, how you've forgiven them in your heart, even when they didn't say sorry. That is strength. That is beauty. That is why I'm trusting you with something so rare, because you've allowed the pain to shape you, not destroy you. Do not be afraid when the old memories try to come back. Do not be discouraged when you miss them in moments you least expect. That doesn't mean you're going backwards. It means your heart is still open, and an open heart is the soil where I do my best work. And when I restore this, it won't look like it did before. It will be stronger. It will be rooted in me, built on truth, covered in grace. You won't have to second guess. You won't have to question their intentions. You'll see my hand in every detail, and the peace you feel will be louder than every fear that once held you back. Until then, keep praying for them, not out of desperation, but out of love. Ask me to guide them, to speak to them, to heal them. That kind of love, the kind that prays in silence, that hopes when no one is watching, is the love I bless. That is love that reflects me. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Don't rush. Don't settle for distractions that only fill the silence, but leave your soul empty. What I have for you is worth the wait. What I am building in you is preparing you for the love you've been asking me for. I'm not late. I'm just making sure that when it happens, it doesn't fall apart again. So trust me. Not your feelings, not the clock, not the world's opinions. Trust me, the one who sees the end from the beginning, the one who holds your heart and theirs, the one who never lies, the one who never forgets a single promise. Stay in my presence. Speak to me daily. Keep your heart clean, not closed. Keep your mind on me, not on fear. Keep your hope alive, because what's coming will be worth every lonely night, every quiet prayer, every moment of waiting. I am the God who turns pain into purpose and silence into a story of redemption. You are not the only one carrying this connection. You are not the only one who feels its pull. I am working in ways you can't see, speaking to hearts in ways you don't hear, and preparing something far greater than you've imagined. The enemy would love for you to believe you're waiting in vain. He whispers doubt in quiet moments, making you question your worth, your discernment, your ability to hear me. But remember this, he only attacks what threatens him. He only tries to break what carries my anointing. And this love, this connection, this soul-deep tie is one that I've blessed. That's why it's been under attack. That's why confusion, distance, and fear tried to take over. But I have the final say. Comment 777 if you know this connection is protected by me. You may feel forgotten. You may think they've moved on, that their silence means indifference. But child, I see their heart. I know what they haven't said. I know the questions they wrestle with in the dark. I know the moments they stop and think of you, even when they try not to. I am stirring something inside them that they cannot ignore, and when the time is right, they will not be able to hold back. They will come not with confusion but with conviction. They need time to heal, and so do you. I'm not rushing this because what I am creating requires depth. It requires real transformation, not surface-level change. I want this love to be rooted in something stronger than emotion. I want it grounded in faith, because when I restore, I don't rebuild brokenness. I make all things new. And I want to give you a new beginning, not just a repeat of the past. This time, the love will not be about proving yourself. It won't be about trying to be enough. It will be about being known, deeply, completely, and still chosen. I will show you what it feels like to be loved with clarity, not confusion. With action, not empty promises. Because I am a God of truth, and what I restore in truth. I want you to trust the process, even when it feels slow. I am not late. I'm never late. I am preparing the both of you, in your own time, in your own path, to be ready not just for each other but for the purpose I've placed over your lives together. You two have a mission. That's why this is so deep. That's why this connection won't die, even when everything else has tried to bury it. Comment 999 if you feel that mission stirring in your spirit. You didn't imagine the bond. You didn't make it up. What you experienced in their presence, how your spirit settled, how your heart recognized something beyond words, that was me. I allowed you to see beyond the surface, to see the person I created them to be, not just who they were in that moment, but who they are becoming. That glimpse you had, it was real, and it wasn't a mistake. This connection was meant to sharpen you, to call you higher. Even in the separation, I've used it to mold you, to stretch your faith, to teach you to depend on me above all. Your prayers have grown deeper. Your heart has become stronger. Your trust has matured. This wasn't wasted time. It was sacred time. They needed space not just to grow, but to surrender. To face the parts of themselves they ran from. To wrestle with me. To encounter me for themselves. Because I don't just want them to come back changed, I want them to come back mine. I want to fill the space between you with my presence so that when you meet again, it won't just be two people reconnecting. It will be a divine reunion that reflects my glory. You've longed to be understood, to be chosen without condition. And I promise you, the love I'm bringing you into will meet those cries. It will be covered in grace, patience, joy, and truth. It will be love that reflects me, not perfect but holy, not easy but worth every trial. Stay focused on me. Don't get distracted by what looks easier. The temporary comfort of someone who doesn't challenge your spirit will only delay what I've prepared. Wait for the one who sees your soul, the one who speaks your name with reverence, the one who is being shaped by my hands just like you are. And while you wait, don't just sit in longing. Walk in purpose, worship in the waiting, bless others in the meantime. Let me be enough for now, because when I am enough, you won't walk into that love needing it to fill every empty place. You'll come to it full of my spirit, overflowing with peace. And that is the kind of union that lasts. I know it's been long. I know your heart feels tired. But I promise you, child, I am not a God who forgets. I am not a God who teases your spirit with hope only to leave you empty. I am faithful, I am precise, and I am deeply involved in every part of your life, including this. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. They will come back changed, not because of who you are, but because of who I am in you. And they will see that. They will see the strength, the kindness, the patience you carry not as weakness, but as beauty. They will recognize the love you offered, not as foolishness, but as a gift they were too blind to receive before. And when it happens, you'll look back and understand why I said to wait. You'll see why the delay was necessary. You'll see how I protected you even when it felt like rejection. You'll realize that I was in control the entire time. This is not over. I'm still writing. I'm still healing. I'm still preparing. Keep your heart in my hands. Keep your eyes on me. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. And you will not miss what I have for you. I gathered every tear and every ache, and I've been using them to shape something that will bring joy back into your soul, something lasting, something holy. This love you carry, it's not a burden. It's a calling. I placed it in you for a reason. I gave you the ability to see beyond the surface, to feel what others miss, to discern what's beneath the silence. That's not a weakness. That's my spirit moving through you. You were made to love with depth, to walk by faith, not just by logic. That's why it hurts more sometimes. But that's also why your reward will be greater. Comment 1010 if you know God is working in the unseen. You wonder if they've truly changed. You're afraid of being let down again. Afraid that if they return, the old pain might return too. I understand. I don't expect you to forget what happened. I'm not asking you to erase your scars. I'm asking you to trust that I've been doing what only I can do, transforming hearts in secret. I've been pulling things out of them that they didn't even know were there. The walls they built, I've been tearing them down. The pride that blinded them, I've been humbling them gently. You can't see the full picture yet, and that's why faith is so important here. If I showed you everything at once, you wouldn't grow. You wouldn't learn how to trust me. But I know every detail. I know the timing, the exact moment they'll reach out, the words they'll say, the healing they'll carry. And when it happens, it won't be a moment of fear or doubt. It will be a moment of peace. You'll feel me in it. You think love is supposed to be easy, that if it's hard, maybe it's wrong. But real love, the kind I ordain, isn't about ease. It's about truth. It's about sacrifice. It's about learning to love like I love. That means forgiving even when it hurts. Choosing patience when the world tells you to walk away. Holding on to hope when everything tells you to give up. This is the kind of love I'm preparing in both of you. Don't listen to the voices that mock your hope. Don't give in to the lies that say, you're being foolish. You should have let go by now. Those voices are not from me. I speak through peace, not panic. I guide through stillness, not pressure. When I speak, you will feel it settle deep in your spirit, not confuse you. The fact that you still feel drawn to this person, even after all this time, is not something to be ashamed of. It's something to bring to me in prayer. Comment 1515 if you are trusting me with this completely. I see what you gave them, your loyalty, your time, your prayers, your heart. You didn't love them halfway, and that's why it's been so hard to move on, because what you gave was real. And I honor that kind of love. Even if they didn't value it then, they will. They're learning now, quietly, slowly, but surely. And when they return, it won't be to take from you. It will be to build something with you. I want you to hear me clearly. You will not be an option this time. You will not be someone they reach out to when they're lonely or broken. You will be seen. You will be respected. You will be pursued, because I'm reshaping their heart to recognize the treasure you are. I'm removing the blindness. I'm removing the fear that made them run. And when they come, they will come with courage. But I'm not only working on them, I'm working on you too. There are things you've had to face in yourself, your fears, your insecurities, the way you've tried to be everything for everyone. I'm teaching you to rest, to let me be your source, so that when this love comes back around, you won't be pouring from an empty cup. You'll be whole, filled, anchored in me. I'm teaching you boundaries, not walls, but boundaries. So you know how to love without losing yourself. So you know how to speak truth in love. So you know how to recognize when something is from me, not just from your emotions. I'm teaching you to discern, not just desire. You're not being punished. This waiting season is not punishment, it's protection. I don't want you stepping into something that's half-healed. I don't want you to rebuild on a shaky foundation. I want this to last. I want this to glorify me. And that means it takes time, but every day you're getting closer. This love is going to look different. You won't feel anxious this time. You won't be questioning where you stand. You won't be waiting on mixed signals or trying to prove your worth. They will know, and you will know. And my peace will cover both of you. You are not hard to love. You are not asking for too much. You've simply been carrying something rare, something weighty, something divine. And that's why the wait has been longer. That's why the pruning has been deeper, because I'm preparing a love that carries purpose. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Don't look at what's happening in the natural. Look at what I've spoken. Look at what I've promised. My word does not return void. I've brought you too far to abandon you now. The love you're praying for is not just about emotion, it's about destiny. You and this person have a role to play in my story. And when it comes together, it will shift everything. You will walk into this next season with strength, with clarity, with peace, and with a love that reflects me. You won't be alone in it. You won't have to explain why you held on. Everyone around you will see that it was me, that I was in it all along. That's something, child. That's me. That's my spirit, nudging you not to quit, not to walk away from what I've promised. You aren't being stubborn. You're being faithful. And your faith is not going unnoticed. There is a reason this connection never really left your heart. There is a reason, no matter how far apart you drifted, a part of you still waits, still wonders, still believes. It's because I'm not finished. The bond you share wasn't built on temporary emotions. It was spiritual. It was me weaving 2 stories into one thread, and though that thread has been stretched thin, it has not broken. I'm holding it. Comment 1717 if you believe God's hand is still holding your connection. They may not have known how to love you when they had you. They may have run from the weight of what they felt. They may have even broken your heart, not out of hate, but out of fear. But that fear is being replaced. I'm replacing it with truth, with conviction, with clarity. Their heart is not unreachable to me. I formed it. I know how to speak to it. I know how to awaken what has been asleep, and I am doing it now. You keep asking, why can't I forget them? But what you really mean is, why does it still matter to me? Because I've kept it in your heart for a purpose. I haven't let you forget, because forgetting would be walking away from something sacred. And I never told you to walk away. I told you to trust me. That's the difference. You don't have to understand all the steps. You just have to walk the path I've laid out, one day at a time. I'm not asking you to wait with pain. I'm asking you to wait with peace. I don't want this to be something you carry like a burden. I want it to be something you carry like a promise. Let me carry the pain. Let me carry the weight. You just carry the hope. And I will do the rest. This love will not return to you the same. When I bring it back, it will carry my fingerprint. It will be marked by humility, by growth, by a new beginning. It won't be rooted in who they were, but in who I've called them to be. And you will be able to love them freely, without fear of being hurt the same way again, because you'll see that I've changed them, and I've changed you too. There's been a transformation happening in the unseen. Quiet, slow, but real. I've been softening their heart. I've been opening their eyes to the truth they didn't want to see before. I've been healing wounds you couldn't fix. All while I've been strengthening you, preparing you, teaching you how to stand alone, not in isolation, but in identity. You no longer need them to complete you. That's the difference now. You're not waiting to be rescued, you're standing in your own calling. And because of that, you're now ready to receive what I've been preparing. Not as someone begging for love, but as someone who knows they are already fully loved by me. Comment Amen if you receive this identity over your life. They will see the difference in you. They will sense the strength, the calm, the wholeness, and they will be drawn not just to your heart, but to my spirit living in you. This reconnection will not just be about romance. It will be about alignment. I'm not writing a love story for entertainment. I'm writing a love story for purpose, for healing, for generational change. This is why it's been so hard, why the wait has been long, why the emotions have been deep, because what I'm doing in both of you is bigger than the relationship itself. I'm building something that will last, something that will inspire others, something that will glorify me. They may not be ready yet, but they are getting closer, and so are you. Every day, I am preparing circumstances, shifting hearts, clearing paths. You may not feel it, but heaven is moving on your behalf. Angels are being sent, obstacles are being removed, delays are being turned into divine setups. I do not waste time, I redeem it. Don't let the waiting steal your worship. Don't let the silence rob your praise. Continue to bless me in the unknown. I am not just preparing them for you, I am preparing you for what's next. For a love that doesn't waver. For a bond that carries my truth. For a relationship that reflects my glory. And when they come back, it won't be to fill a void. It will be to fulfill a calling. You won't lose yourself in them, and they won't run from you. You'll walk side by side, both looking toward me. That's what makes this different. That's what makes this holy. So hold on, not with desperation, but with trust. Keep your hands open, keep your heart clean. Release the need to control how it happens. Let me write the story, because when I write it, every page has purpose. Every chapter leads to joy. Every ending leads to a new beginning. This is not over. The love you prayed for, cried over, fought to protect it, is not lost. It is being shaped. And when it returns, it will feel like home. Not because it's familiar, but because I will be in the center of it. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily, and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've questioned whether you misunderstood what I showed you, whether you made something up in your mind just because you wanted it so badly. But child, what I spoke over your life, over your heart, over this connection, I meant every word. I do not lie, I do not confuse, I do not tease your spirit with hope I never intended to fulfill. There's a battle happening inside you. One moment you believe, the next, fear creeps in and tells you it's too late, too far gone, too broken. But I am the God who brings dead things back to life. I am the one who speaks to dry bones and makes them rise. I am the God of resurrection, of healing, of restoration. Nothing is ever too far for me. Nothing is too broken that I cannot make it whole. And this love, this person, this name that keeps echoing in your spirit, it's not random. It's not your imagination. It's a whisper from heaven. It's me. Comment 222 if you trust that God still has a plan for this. You didn't create the connection. You didn't force it into existence. I planted it. I let your souls brush against each other in a way that went deeper than explanation. That's why you still feel it, even when you try not to. That's why there's a part of you that can't fully move on. It's not obsession. It's spiritual recognition. Your heart is holding on to something sacred because your spirit knows I'm still in it. They may not have seen it before. They may not have been ready to receive the kind of love you gave so freely, but their soul remembers. They remember the peace you brought, the way your presence made their pain quieter, the way you loved them without condition, without pressure, without pride. And now they are beginning to realize what they lost. They're waking up to what they pushed away. They're feeling the emptiness that no one else can fill. That space was meant for you, and no one else can replace it. You haven't lost anything that I can't bring back better. You haven't wasted a single moment that I cannot redeem. Every prayer, every tear, every act of love you poured into this, I've kept record, and I am not unjust. I reward faithfulness, even when no one else saw it. You loved well. You believed when it was hard. You stayed when others would have run, and I will honor that. You don't have to prove anything to them. You don't need to chase or convince or beg for love. What I have for you will find you in my perfect timing, and when it does, it will be secure. They will know your value without needing to lose you again. They will see you clearly, not just through human eyes, but through the lens I've given them after this season of refining. Comment 333 if you believe the refining was part of God's plan. You think nothing is happening, but in the spirit, everything is shifting. I've been pulling them closer to me. I've been confronting their fears, exposing their pride, peeling back the layers they used to protect themselves. I've been showing them what real love is and who gave it to them. And I've been preparing their heart to return with humility, with courage, and with truth. They will not return to you the same. And you will not receive them the same either, because you've grown. You've matured in your faith. You've learned how to walk in peace even when your heart was unsettled. You've learned to come to me before anyone else. And now, you'll be able to love with wisdom, with strength, with freedom. The love I'm preparing will not weigh you down, it will lift you up. This is a divine connection. That's why the process has been so painful. The enemy always attacks what carries kingdom purpose. He wanted you to give up. He tried to confuse you, distract you, make you numb, but you've held on. Not perfectly, but faithfully. And I see you. I'm proud of you. I've never been disappointed in your moments of weakness. I've only drawn closer to you in them. I've been fighting for this, even when you couldn't. I've been arranging moments in their life to bring conviction and clarity. I've been sending people memories, dreams, whispers that remind them of you, of the peace you carried, of the prayers you spoke over them, of the love they didn't know how to receive at the time. It's all coming back to them now, not as regret, but as revelation. You don't need to fear what's ahead. When I bring this full circle, it will come with my confirmation. You won't have to guess. You won't have to wonder. You'll feel my peace over it. There will be no more running, no more fear, no more games. Just truth, just healing, just love that stays. Let me finish what I started. Let me bring this together in a way that honors the pain and transforms it into purpose. Let me show you that I never forgot, that I was never absent, that every silent season had meaning, that every lonely night was a step toward restoration. There is nothing too lost for me, no distance too far, no silence too long. I work beyond time. I move outside of logic, and I still choose to bring beauty from ashes. You've waited, and the waiting has not been in vain. The time is coming when it will all make sense, when the healing will be visible, when the reunion will carry my presence, when you'll both look at each other and know this was God. It's the echo of something divine. The ache is not a curse. It's a sign that I'm not done. If I were finished, the feeling would be gone. If the story was truly over, your soul would have released it. But it hasn't, because I haven't. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase just 9 words long that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. The love I wrote into your life wasn't ordinary. That's why it won't fade like the rest. That's why no one else has been able to take their place. You've met good people, even kind ones, but none who reached into the deeper parts of you the way this person did. That wasn't chemistry, that was purpose. That was the collision of 2 souls I designed to recognize each other even before they understood why. The reason you still feel connected is because your hearts were never fully separated. Not by time, not by silence, not even by pain. Comment 1111 if your spirit knows this connection is not finished. I've heard every one of your prayers. I know you've asked me if you're being foolish. I know you've begged for release when it felt too heavy. But child, I don't place deep love in someone's heart without cause. What I plant, I water. What I water, I grow. This season has not been about forgetting, it's been about forming. I've been forming both of you. Shaping, refining, humbling, softening. You couldn't have walked together the way you were. But soon, you'll walk as 2 people I've rebuilt from the inside out. This isn't just about getting someone back. This is about returning to what was always meant to be, but this time, with me in the center. Before, you tried to carry it on your own. Before, it was rooted in feeling, in longing, in human timing. Now, I want it rooted in faith, in surrender, in trust. You can't build a lasting love without me, and that's why I allowed the separation, not to punish you, but to protect what I am preparing. They're not the same person they were. You may not see it yet, but change is happening. It may not be loud, it may not be visible to others, but I am working inside of them. I've allowed the distance so I could speak to them without the noise. I've taken them into a quiet place where pride has no power and truth can't be avoided. They're facing themselves, their patterns, their wounds. And in that process, they're also remembering you not just as someone they loved, but as someone who reflected me. They saw me in you before they even understood what they were seeing. That's what drew them in. That's what kept them coming back, even when they didn't treat you right. And that's what they miss now, not just your presence, but my presence that flowed through you. They're learning that it wasn't just about emotion, it was spiritual, and I am making that clear to them now. Comment Amen if you believe they will return with a heart transformed by God. You haven't been waiting in vain. This time of stillness, of wondering, of aching, it's not empty. It's been preparation. You've grown. You've learned to stand on your own. You've found your strength in me, not in the love you lost. And that's exactly where I needed you to be. Because when this love returns, I want you to receive it not from a place of need, but from a place of knowing you're already whole. You'll no longer love them to feel complete. You'll love them because you're complete in me. And that kind of love, free, healed, whole, is the kind that endures. It's the kind that serves. It's the kind that leads. You won't be holding on to them in fear. You'll walk beside them in purpose. And together, your love will be a reflection of my redemption. You've asked, when? And I understand that waiting is painful, but I don't move based on pressure. I move based on perfection, perfect timing, perfect alignment, perfect surrender. You don't see all the moving pieces, but I do. And everything I'm doing now, you'll one day thank me for. You'll see how I protected your heart by allowing the delay. You'll see how I kept you from returning to something that wasn't ready. When it happens, and it will, you won't have to force a thing. You won't need to chase, convince, or question. They will come with clarity, with peace, with open hands. And when they do, you will know it's me. Because love doesn't come back the same when I've been involved. It comes back healed, refined, anointed, and that is what I'm preparing. Until then, keep your eyes on me. Keep your heart soft. Keep living, keep growing, keep dreaming. Don't put your life on pause. Don't wait with bitterness. Wait with hope. Wait with purpose. Trust that I'm moving, even if it feels still. And when the time comes, when this love returns, you'll look into their eyes and see me. You'll see the work I've done in them, and they'll see the strength I've grown in you. You'll both know that it was never really about just finding each other. It was about finding me in the middle of it all. I've watched over this connection like a gardener watches over a seed. Even when nothing was visible above the soil, I was nurturing what you couldn't see. I was breaking things beneath the surface. Old habits, unhealthy patterns, fears that kept them running, lies that kept you doubting. I didn't just want the surface to look right. I wanted the roots to be strong. Because without deep roots, anything can fall apart in the next storm. But what I plant in the deep will stand through anything. Comment, Amen, if you're still holding on to God's promise. I've seen the moments when you were convinced it was over, when you whispered, God, just take this from me, because carrying hope felt heavier than letting go. But even in those moments, you never truly stopped believing. The flame got smaller, but it never went out. That little flame, that's what I've used to keep you going. That's what I'm breathing on now, and that's what I'm about to turn into fire. This person you've been holding in your heart, I'm not just preparing them to return. I'm preparing them to lead, to cover, to love, to protect, to reflect my heart back to you. You've seen glimpses of who they could be. Now I'm building that into who they are. You won't have to imagine it anymore. You'll see it with your own eyes. Because I'm not just changing their behavior, I'm transforming their heart. A neuroscientist says yes. A 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. And you, child, are not the same either. You've walked through fire and haven't been burned. You've been through nights that almost broke you, but you still speak my name. You still worship me when it hurts. You still believe in love, even when it's cost you tears. That kind of faith moves mountains. That kind of heart pleases me. That's why I've trusted you with this kind of love, because you haven't used it to manipulate, to force, or to control. You've surrendered it, and I honor surrender. Comment 777. If you know your faith has been tested, but not destroyed, there's a time coming when all of this will come together so clearly. You'll see why I asked you to wait. Why I didn't answer your cries with immediate restoration. Why the silence lasted as long as it did. It wasn't because I was ignoring you, it was because I was investing in the outcome. I didn't want to rush something you would have to rebuild again later. I wanted it to last. They've been feeling the pull. Maybe they haven't said it. Maybe they don't fully understand it yet. But I'm stirring something in them they can't ignore. They're remembering what was real. They're noticing the emptiness in things that once distracted them. The voices around them that used to speak louder than mine are starting to fade. I'm removing the noise so they can hear me. And they will. There will be a day when they come back, not as the version that left, but as the version I've been shaping in the quiet. And when you look at them, you'll know. This isn't the same person who walked away. This isn't the same heart that once hurt you. This is someone who has been with me, someone who has changed in the presence of their Creator. You won't need to force trust. It will come naturally, because my peace will surround the both of you. You won't need to explain your pain, because they'll already understand it. You won't need to ask why they're here, because I will have already confirmed it in your spirit. This time, it won't just feel right, it will be right. Until then, keep giving me your heart. Every time fear rises, bring it to me. Every time doubt creeps in, speak my promises louder. I am not just interested in bringing someone back to you. I'm interested in bringing you back to joy, back to purpose, back to rest, and that happens in me. You haven't missed your moment. You haven't missed your promise. Time hasn't stolen what I've planned. What I bless, I protect. What I speak, I fulfill. This delay is not denial. It's development. It's alignment. And when it's done, nothing will be able to stop what I'm about to do. I want you to walk in confidence, not in yourself, but in me. I am your anchor. I am your assurance. I am your constant when everything else shifts. And I am the one writing this story from beginning to end. You've been faithful. You've been patient. And now I am preparing to honor that in ways you never imagined. The name that still rests in your heart, it's not just a memory, it's a part of your calling. And soon it will no longer bring tears, it will bring testimony. You will see. And when you do, you'll fall to your knees, not because you're surprised, but because you'll be overwhelmed by how perfectly I kept every word I whispered to your heart.